Hello there, YouTube. How the hell are you? My name is Vac, and we're here today to play some Marvel Strike Force. So you found your way to Mortytown TV. This is my alliance's little corner of the internet where we broadcast our gameplay, and we try to put out some helpful videos for the community as well. So we hope that this content is palatable for all Marvel Strike Force players, and we invite you to come on in, put your favorite music on, sit down, and enjoy the live stream with us. So I'm just going to get things set up really quick while we let a few people straggle in. And then we're going to get to the action. And we have a basic run of action today. We've got a war we just started. We have raids to go through, obviously. We're going to do a little bit of blitzing, probably with X-Force. And then we're going to do Dark Dimension 3, I hope, but maybe not. Because I prioritized Arena over Dark Dimension 3, and I raised some Arena characters like Corvus that used up biomats, and now I don't have enough biomats to get my symbiotes into City. And that's cool, those rewards are not going anywhere. If I did it the other way around, and I was getting creamed in Arena right now, and I couldn't finish first place, I'd be costing myself hundreds of cores a day. And that's a loss. Like all that stuff from DD3, it's not going anywhere. I'll get it when I get there. So good morning, Chris. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, sir. My second in command, everybody. So anyway, just need to put a little copy pasta out. And then we'll get it going here. So like I said, we got a war going, which looks like a pretty decent punch across to me. We'll see how it goes. Looks like they've gotten active in attacking. Let's take a look. I just got a notification that I'm losing the war. So we'll take a quick look at that. Doesn't mean much at this point. Nothing too special there. I mean, that's a nice let's see if I can get good RNG on my symbiotes. A slight punch down, and in that scenario sometimes you can get lucky and symbiotes can be a fairly good counter to Asgard. Not always. Not always. But they don't have any significant defensive buffs here. I'm liking our odds. I'm liking our odds. As long as we don't lose a symbiote early, we'll be fine. It all depends on who gets weaponized by Loki against who, right? And that turned out okay. That turned out fine. So I like to go right at Thor. It especially helps that he's in the middle over here. So we're going to have to do this without Spider-Man. So we got to disrupt it on Thor, and that's what we really needed, because that'll keep him from stealthing. And then we're going to spread all that nonsense around, which hopefully will be close to enough to kill Loki. In fact, we'll go ahead and blow up Thor. Oh, I took away his. That was a dumb move. Doesn't matter. We'll recover. I think. Oh, except he's going all God of Thunder on my head. So there goes Miles. I should have blew up Loki, is who I should have blew up. That was the mistake. Oh, we're bad. We're in bad shape now. This has not gone our way. And this is my big complaint about symbiotes. They're a great raid team, but they're not reliable in war. They can pull this fight off sometimes, but they're not reliable with it. So we'll have to clean it up with something else. Good morning, Frank. How are you, sir? Well, I don't want to waste one of my extra teams on it, and I'm out of attacks on Baxos, so we're just going to move on. We'll have to let somebody else play cleanup for us. Very sorry there, Morty. Tried to one-tap her, but I was taking a risk with symbiotes, and I knew it. So that evens the war up, and we'll worry about it later, because we got our normal morning routine that we need to roll through as fast as possible. And in the interest of that, while I was setting everything up, I went ahead and I bought all the offers that we want to do today, and I bought up my energy. And if you've been following me at all, then you know. Good afternoon, Thomas. Welcome from prison, or well, welcome. I don't know. Anyway, enjoy your time in prison. Hope you're having a good day at work. So anyway, yeah, we got some Red Star Orbs to open. I bought the Red Star packs that came out this morning, and I bought my 1,000 energy. Right, every morning I come out here and I buy the 50s and the 100s, as far as those costs, and get 600 cores worth of energy. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to go and have a look at our city landscape and see what we're going to do. We need a city character to gear tier 14. I have none, and I am on the first city node, so I've kind of got myself behind. But like I was saying earlier here, not a big deal to me. I prioritize Corvus Glaive for my biomats first, and that helps me in arena. And I'm earning 500 cores a day in arena, and that's if I had slipped in arena, that would just be cores lost. And this stuff for Dark Dimension 3, it's going to be there when I get to it. So Punisher's probably going to be our easiest one to finish up. I mean, I could get down to 2 pieces of gear left on Kingpin, and he's probably a better character than Punisher on the whole. But still, I think Punisher, we'll be working on that. We'll be working on Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider's close, and Spider-Man Symbiote's close. So I think it's those 3 characters, and it really just depends about which mini uniques that we're going to find, right? Which, if we find Bio, we're going to go with Spider-Man Symbiote first. If we find Skill, we're going to go with Punisher. If we find Mystic, we're going to go with Ghost Rider. Just whoever gets us in there and gets us started first is going to be the focus. So right now, let's go farm the store. Piercing works just like regular damage, except it ignores armor in its calculations. There you go. That's how piercing works. If you hit somebody with a regular strike and a piercing strike that do equivalent damage, and you hit a tank, the piercing is going to do way more. If you both hit a cloth squishy, not really much difference. Okay. So, do we need the carbonadium? We really don't. Do we need the cases? We definitely don't. I don't even care about Chi. So nothing great here on this set. We will pick up those catalysts, and I think I'm all right on that. So we're going to refresh a couple times and just look for some good mini uniques. How are we doing on arcane powder? We can handle a little more. Definitely need these focus catalysts. Pretty good on pathogens. Good on phosphates. So we'll get these catalysts and see the next set. We're all right. We could use some Alpha Flight, or we could use some Marrow, especially. So we're holding on to all these orbs until later tonight, when the orb opening event starts. We do have some Red Star orbs to open. And we're gonna hang on to all that, but we got a lot of other stuff to open later. We'll just get everything tonight, including maybe those Ultimus orbs, which I've been holding for a while. So anyway, we didn't have any milestones that I saw, I think. Might have one. It's no big deal. Let's go ahead and open up these Red Star orbs and see if we can get... we have a 5 Red Star X23. We haven't even really filled out that 5th star yet. But let's see what we get. Let's see who we get. For me, it's just mostly about building up to elites. These are almost always dupes out of the regular orbs. So forgive me, I'm going to go through this kind of quick because we have a bunch. So anytime I see an orb that is not gold, I just assume it's a dupe. If I see a purple, I might watch it fall. But purples and golds are really all that we're looking for. Everything else we've got. So see, even that purple was a dupe. Generally, you get a purple out of here. It's a 4, right? And it's just not that exciting. So we're just going to roll through these. We got ourselves 1 Elite Four already. Hopefully we're going to get 2, maybe even 3 time we're done here. And that's where the real fun begins. What we got there? Dupe 4s, but we're moving along. We're earning good Elite Four credits here. And Elites, I've gotten most of my high red star characters, and almost all but one of my 7s, I think, out of Elites. No, a lot of X23 4 red stars. I could use a nice good red star pop on one of the Black Order characters for sure. Little Taskmaster, just nothing high enough to matter. So it looks like we're going to get 2 Elite Fours to open, and we'll have a good bit of change left over. Okay, so let's see what we get from that. I'm all excited. I'm all excited. Okay. Straight to it. Dupe. And we're not close enough to a 5 that we're likely to get one. So this is probably just going to be another dupe. Sorry if I got y'all excited. That was anticlimactic. But that's red stars. But now we're almost halfway to an Elite 5, which is way better than an Elite 4 statistically. And then we just keep plugging from there. We're actually not too far off. We're halfway to a 6. And we're almost halfway to a 7. Well, not almost, but we're getting there. We're getting there. And imagine opening a 7. I've never done that. That would be sweet. It's pretty rare. You have to open a 6 and get a dupe, right? You know, just most people are not going to do. All right, let's pick up our milestones. Fantastic. Oh, let's go ahead and do these challenges real quick. All right, now we can go start farming up some Elite, or some Tier 4s. So let's see about Punisher, huh? What do we need for Pun? Not my optimal character to take in there, but I mean, the plan is to get a lot of characters to Gear 14 by the end of the year. So let's just take who we can get in there and get started. I am now perfectly aware that just getting in there and getting progress going every day is more important than having the optimized team. I went in at the beginning with a less than optimized team because what I did was raise my arena team. All right, we're going to farm all these out twice. These 3 right here see a lot of action from me. There's only 3 nodes for these superior basic catalysts, and they are so critical to your advancement in this game. Now, do we need anything besides that? How are we looking over here? We're going to need more alpha flights. So we're still not ready. We're not going to be able to do DD3 today. It seems most likely. Did I get pulled aside somewhere? I feel like we didn't finish supplies, because I don't remember refreshing the war store. I certainly did get sidetracked somewhere. So moving through. We're going to want to go get orbs out of here. Oh, that's right. We were going to save those, just in case. I'm not sure if those count toward the thing, but it doesn't hurt me at all to save them. We're saving all those. So now here we are. We're looking for marrow. We're looking for something like that. I do need those syringes, but it's going to take up. I won't be able to get a marrow if I see one, or an alpha. And one more look. All I'm interested in is the mini uniques here. And no joy. No joy. So nothing special going on over here. 6-star Minerva, 6 red star Minerva is nice thought, but that's not really something I'm prioritizing. Minerva can do her job pretty good even at low stars, so that's not really a thing. So back into the farming. Let's go ahead and try to get Punisher set up. So we're going to want damage catalysts. And that'll wrap that up. And then let's go back and go ahead and continue farming on superior basics. Which should be able to bring us to the conclusion of this energy. Yeah, I had Fury in the early sections actually. And here's one of the characters I already had to gear tier 14. I had just gotten on a shield kick and I took Fury and Coulson both to 14, so I had them to play with early on. They were alright. They were okay. They weren't terrible. It was still really all about Phoenix at first and then Minerva after that. And they're really the critical characters in my mind for the mode. But still. What I basically did was I had Fury in there with Yo-Yo, and I would just never summon with Fury unless Yo-Yo died. And instead I would just use Fury to get the defense up right off the bat. And that was somewhat helpful, but still you're just getting shelled in there, you know. There's not really any standing up to it all the time. Alright. So this leaves us with Arena Raids Blitz, and we need to make a donation. Let's go ahead and knock that donation out now. We're going to pay our dues to the Locos. We're short a couple of guys right now. We're on a recruiting binge. I've been posting our recruiting graphic into Facebook message boards and stuff like that, Facebook groups. So, you know, if you're interested, hit us up. Let's see here. We're going to make just a basic donation, and I did something stupid on Baxos over here. Alright, so that donation's off there we go. Arena Raid Blitz is really all we're looking at now. Let's check the arena, shall we? So good. We attacked Unclouded last night and he swapped with us, and I really like that. I would rather just kind of go back and forth with him until the moment that it's time to strike lucky. I was the guy sitting in that #1 spot yesterday, and I got knocked off at the last second. Good morning, Phantom. Welcome to the stream, sir. Glad to see you back in Mortytown. Oh, yeah. So we're going to go get an arena attack in real quick. Some hot Black Order action. This team is so good. Alright, so we're going to hit the squishy left side over there with that nice AE basic. He's going to flip right off the bat. So I'll flip back, which gives us a pretty big advantage, although his call did resist, so he's going to keep his taunt. But I think we can push through that. Alright. We'll just reapply the taunt. We don't really need to heal, but alright, there goes Proxima. Oh no, she's still alive. Look at her go. I swear to God, if you throw another moon on me. Alright, back to that badass basic. We'll top off some health. This should hopefully kill Proxima or maybe Thanos. Well, it didn't, but it'll set this up to do it. We're not going to get a good snap animation or anything, but we're going to get rid of Proxima. We're going to give Thanos a headache. Possibly get rid of him. Yeah, we got him. Yeah, he just means for Dark Dimension 3, Frank. We're all trying to figure out where to put our mini uniques. Although I do agree that overall, those probably are the two best. It's cool, man. It's cool. It's whatever. Just saying. Those probably are the two best. You're right. But yeah, I don't know that Taskmaster would be best for DD3, but he probably is best overall, particularly if you value war defense. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, he can go out there, he'll get his thing off the bat, and then after that, he'll just kind of be, he'll just be somebody to get shot instead of somebody important. But he might be my first character in, but whatever, man. If he just goes out there, shoots a couple people and dies every day, I'm still making progress. Right now I can't get into city, so I need somebody. But I'm hung on mini uniques. Okay, so all right, that's all the I would love to get Ghost Rider in. It all depends on, do I get Mystic mini uniques, do I get Skill mini uniques, or do I get Bio? And that'll determine which character gets in first. But those are probably going to be the first three. This is going to be Symbiote, Ghost Rider, and Punisher, probably. And then it just, we'll see who I get. Oh, well, sure. I'd get Gold Stars for sure. Okay, so unless there's somebody that we need to be attacking in the war right now, which I think it's just my partial team sitting there. I appreciate the hustle, Queso. I appreciate the hustle, buddy. All right, let's see how long have I got before I get an energy. I got an energy in like 55 minutes on... So I'm just going to I'm going to keep my powder dry here and hold my attack. We're not in a huge rush because we're not in the phases of, we're not in the level of war where it's a race to full clear. That's toward the end. Right now, like, nobody really full clears in Gold 2. So it's really about taking a strategic route, and getting the most important rooms, the highest scoring rooms, for the least amount of energy. That's really what it's all about. So we'll leave that be, and we'll go ahead and get our raid started. I'm going to stand up and stretch my legs, shall we? All right. Let me pull OBS back up here real quick. Let's just get a quick camera adjustment. Looks all right, right? Looks all right. Okay, so let's get into it. We have 2 hours left on an Ultima 7 blitz that I don't think we're going to have to do. Yeah, I've already finished my lane, so we're done there. Hurrah, we're done. Okay. So moving on, we're going to jump into the beta raid, where we do have quite a bit left here still to finish out our lane. Not that we always finish it. We're not quite at the point yet where we're pushing for 100 on this. And when we get there, I'll start putting my cores into making sure I finish that lane every day. So we need Mystic, Tech, or Sinister 6. So I think what I usually like to do here is I'll go and I'll grab... Mystic Tech would be my Asgard team, and then we'll throw Ultron in there with him. There we go. Ultron is like a game shark, my friend used to say. He's like cheating. He makes every team better, makes every game mode easier. And that was especially true at the time. It's still very true today. Yeah, I felt the same way going in, Thomas, but then I kind of did clear through there faster than I thought I would, and the time got away from me. The time got away from me. So now here I am, stymied, which is not a big deal. As long as I'm still getting in the top 3 in arena every day, I'm pretty well satisfied, right? That's the main thing, is have I got my cores coming in to buy my energy? Everything else will catch up. Everything else will catch up. Good morning, gamer. Welcome back to the stream, sir. Glad to see you here in Mortytown. So we're just rolling through some the end of my beta raid lane. We're finished with U7. We got a war going on. We're going to check back in on after this. Maybe we'll get another arena attack in before the end of the stream. And I would love it if we could get into Dark Dimension 3 today, but I don't think we're going to, unfortunately. But I made a decision, right? Like, I'm not in Dark Dimension 3 today. I was yesterday. But I finished the Cosmic Nodes. And today I would be able to start the city nodes, but I don't have any city characters at gear tier 14 yet. And the reason for that is I made a conscious decision. I decided I'm gonna raise Corvus first with my marrow extracts, right? My bio mini uniques, and I decided, okay, Corvus is more important, right? And so he's a 7 red star DPS on my arena team. He's helping me stay in that top 3. I got a couple of guys that are really pushing Black Order in that shard, and they're really competing with me. So I need to keep pushing that team to stay on top. So I was like, you know what? I'm putting all this bio gear into Corvus and getting him to gear tier 14, and it's helping me out there, and I really don't regret it. So it puts me a little behind the ball on DD3, and we're probably not going to get in there today. But all that reward will still be there when I get there. And any cores that I would not be earning in arena right now would just be lost. So I feel like I made the right call. This is a game about prioritization. That's the way we went. It's just a matter of progression, gamer. Eventually, you teams... This is kind of a rando team. This is not a team I would use anywhere else except this point in this lane. But they just do well. You know, Asgard is a pretty good team for autoplay anyway because they have so much self-sustain, and you know, you really don't have to watch them that much. A lot of their big damage from Thor is reactive, so it's got nothing to do with you anyway. So the main thing is if you really want to tweak right off the bat, you want to make sure that you effectively use Hela's ultimate, and then after that, man, they could really autoplay pretty easy. Took 50 seconds to take that node. So Mystic or Tech still. If we wanted to, we could also, another decent combination is to take out Ultron and swap in Thanos. Works pretty good too. Thanos is a really strong character for me right now, so that's not a bad combo. But we're gonna keep rolling with the bots, even though they're crowding out Gregs. It's like there's only gonna be one Greg, right? We're not on war defense, so. Let's go. As much as there are a lot of characters here that I would like to see gone, let's start pouring in the DPS right on Scientist Supreme. Because I don't need any clutch rezzing in this fight. All right, and then we'll bring it around onto Rocket, and then I think we can autoplay from there. Yeah, I'm not sure how many Gear Tier 14s I have total. I think it's a pretty good number. It's probably getting up toward 10. It's just, you know, I went with Black Order mostly first. Call's the only one I didn't take to 14. He also is bio. I'm pretty sure he needs the marrow extracts as well. And I just decided, you know what? Okay, him I can let go for DD3, right? Like, he's the tank. It's not quite as important. But so as long as my DPS is out there, you know, doing what I want him to do, then the tank, you know, he's just got to be a meat shield. He's doing his job fine, right? I'll come back to Call, but for right now, I'm going to try to get myself into City, and I really would like to have Symbiote Spider-Man in there. That's a pretty good collection, Phantom. So anyway, hello to all of you who are just joining us. My name is Vac. Welcome to Mortytown. You're here. We're playing some Marvel Strike Force, which you probably are familiar with if you found your way here. So right now we're just sort of sleepwalking our way through the end of our beta lane, getting our daily tasks done. No, that's smooth thinking, Phantom. I was already well on my way to getting my arena team to Gear 14 when Dark Dimension 3 came out, and I had already raised characters from my previous arena team to 14 as well, like Black Bolt, Yo-Yo, Ultron. I had all those guys to 14 for arena. So those were the people that I went into Dark Dimension 3 with. I mean, that decision was kind of taken out of my hands. There was no pre-planning on that for me. It was just, oh, okay, well, let's go do this new mode. And it, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the mode. If I'm being honest, I'm not a huge fan. But I want the rewards. It's the same way I felt about Dark Dimension 2. Didn't care for it. Wanted Ultron. Oh, that's a tough decision, Thomas. I'd probably lean Thanos, but man, either way, you're not really making a bad decision either way. Oh, Vulture. I really wished I had a 7 Red Star Thor. I wish I was one of those guys that pulled a big Red Star pull on Thor early in the game and we're like, ugh! Damn it, this guy sucks. Because I'd be thrilled now. I instead did that with like some AIM minions, right? I had some 7 red star AIM minions, and I was like, man, and then they reworked AIM, and I was like, oh, okay. But it wasn't Thor. Let's get Minerva back there hiding in the crowd. There we go. I'll be honest, the upgrades are in there, but it's not really the 5 red ultimates that's making me do Dark Dimension 3. It's the big pile of Gear 14, you know, Tier 4 gear. That's really what I'm in there for. I'll take the upgrades. There are certainly some characters that I wanna jack up. But it always seems like every time I promote a character, I end up pulling the red anyway sometime down the road and getting the dupe. Seems like it happens time and time again. Alright, so we're wearing down on this node. A lot of DPS here. But we're going to pull through. Okay. So there we go. Run completed. So that makes the conclusion of raids for the morning. Let's go ahead and grab our milestone, and let's see what we can drag up and blitz, shall we? Yeah. So we're just on hold on all that. Oh, let's check the war. Looks like we're down to just a Sif. Good hustle, Twerp. That's man, I guess even partials, man. Those guys are tough. That was a 400k Asgard team. It's tough for a flight deck at least. Alright, let's see here. We'll get her going. We're going to get a good rhythm going in the morning as the more the Mortys wake up. Arena? Are we going to get any lucky? No, I don't think Unclouded's awake. So Blitz it is, huh? Let's go do some further testing on our X-Force team. Since I don't care about this Heimdall Blitz at all, we're just going to use this opportunity to get in a couple of attacks in Tier 8 with our new team here. And let's what we really want to do is pair them up against a defense that we would likely see often on War. That's just kind of a half and half team. Let's see how they do against X-Men. This is not a defense they're ever going to see on War, but we can go ahead and see how they look. I'm curious. So I'm going to go right at Storm. And of course that disrupt allowed me to continue to hit her now because she did not get stealthed. And the only thing that is going to take that away was Peter taunting over here. Alright. Let's go ahead and try to get Storm off the board. So close. So close. But we'll get her now because this will go right around taunt. And she'll dodge that first one, but not the next one. Oh, I didn't realize she'll move on to another character if they die. That's the first time I've seen that. All right, and then let's try not to kill Phoenix, but we did anyway. Really wasn't much choice. Wasn't much choice. And this is probably where we fall apart. So let's try to clear that taunt. No luck. There was no joy in Mudville. Ouch. Okay, so that pretty much finished us up. We're going to retreat out of that and so we can stay in tier 8 of Blitz. So X-Force is probably even, I mean, I don't have these guys really ready yet, right? We cannot make a truly informed decision at this point. But I don't think they're ever going to beat X-Men, particularly any X-Men that has a Phoenix on it. So let's see. All previous testing, this was a team they could beat. This is a team they'll see on defense a lot. And I'm pretty sure they can beat Asgard with some regularity as well. Maybe not every time, right? But with some regularity. X-23's Ultimate especially seems tailor-made for that, right? Like you focus whoever you want to focus off the bat, probably Thor. He's stealthed, you get pushed to another character. She comes in with her ultimate, finishes off Thor. That's a great way to start off against Asgard. Just like a great way to start off against these guys is to take Iron Fist off the board immediately. They'll never recover from it. Then we'll drop some war bombs on their head with some heal blocks. We're going to go ahead and work Punisher next. If we're lucky. No, hopefully this will kill. Oh, that'll kill JJ maybe. Boom. No more energy refreshes for them. No more debuff clearing. None of that. That's all gone. So let's see about we'll see about just dropping these defense ups. There we go. Kill Punisher because he just doesn't want to die. Yeah, you got to go with Fist or Punisher first. I usually go Fist then Punisher is kind of how I like to go. But sometimes, there's a lot of splash damage getting kicked around and people are taunting. You never know what's going to happen. But that is how you should go with almost any combination of attackers versus pun fenders. Iron Fist, if you can overwhelm Iron Fist, he's the one to get. Man, Daredevil, he can wreck your day. Sometimes if it looks like a Punisher who is gonna, if I have a team that is not gonna hold up well to Punisher's ability, his opening ultimate, then I can sometimes just try to rush him first. Particularly if you have a character like Captain Marvel or somebody in the team that can pretty much, reliably finish him on the first round. Then he can be the way to go. Daredevil is always high on my priority list, but I tend to go for Fist or Punisher first. So let's see what other kind of we can get one. Oh, we could do a mirror match. We could do a mirror match with a little punch up. But I'd like to see another punch up on Asgard and see if we can continue to. We've largely been able to win this fight, and I want to see if we can keep that going. All right. Okay, we can probably recover from that. Hopefully, Deadpool will heal. So let's definitely put that Disrupted on Thor and start laying some deeps on him. Deadpool dies, but no big deal, right? We got a domino on the field. So now we're going to lay in some heal blocks. Little slice and dice. We're just going to have to charge up Cable, which works fine. and then we'll see about clearing that taunt. Alright, that hurt. But I think this is going to go right at Thor and should finish him off. See what I mean? So now we'll go Hela. A lot of stealth on this team. Alright. Oh, we're in trouble. This may be our first loss to Asgard. So this will make us, what, 3-1 with this team against Asgard on punch-ups? No. That'll be 3-2 because we did lose another Asgard fight, but it was more like 100K punch-up at 8-3, so that was a little different. So, I mean, I'm not at the point where I want to put a video out or anything. Everybody else has got, first impressions videos. I want to make a final analysis video on this team. I don't care about first impressions. Anybody that wants my opinion on whether they should buy them, I mean, if you're a whale, you've already bought them. And if you haven't at this point, probably not. I mean, they're not going to earn you any cores. They're not going to earn you any cores. They will be a decent war offense team. Where they scale in there remains to be seen. Somewhere right around probably reasonable counter for Asgard, but I haven't seen them. I haven't seen them really perform well for me against any team tougher than that. But further testing is required, and we haven't taken them into war, and that'll be the real test. So I'm kind of still on the fence with these guys. I'm not super wailing out on them like I did Black Order. Black Order, everything I needed, whatever I needed, I'm getting it. I'm getting Black Order. I just set a little fun money aside. That's we're not taking any vacations this year. Nothing's happening because of COVID, so that money's going to Black Order, and that Black Order is paying me dividends by keeping me on top of Arena. And so I don't think that X-Force is worth that same level of investment, not by a long shot. But if you like me and you got the money to spend and you're really looking to get 12 quality teams on your war offense roster, yeah, they're all right. They're okay. They're going to rank in the middle there somewhere. Where remains to be seen. They're not going to be as good as Black Order. They're not going to be as good as Inhumans. They're probably not even going to be as good as Power Armor. We'll see. I don't know yet. But that's the kind of the fuzzy area. Where do they rank in there? And we'll find out over time. So I'm going to go ahead and let that 20 energy bank. Let's have a look-see. How long have I got now? I need to get this room cleared. I have 30 minutes left on Baxos. All right, so we'll just have to address that off camera then, because I'm not going to attack a single solitary character with any of my 12 attacks. That's wasteful. We got some guys that are more, that are looking for good spots to spend their energy. Look, I'm not trying to just flood the internet with videos. If I have something I feel is important to say that would be helpful to people, then I'll gladly put a video out there on it. But I don't have a whole lot strong to say about those guys. Like, they're okay, and we're going to find out exactly how good they are. But should you spend on them? Probably not. Probably not. I guess. I mean, if you've already gone hard, then it's not hurting you. It's a decent enough team. For the whales, sure, go get them. If you're trying to make 12 attacks every war, yeah, go knock yourself out. But for those of you that are really toward the limit of your budget, this is not a team I'd invest in. So we'll have to address war off camera, I guess, later on today. And I unfortunately am still stuck on DD3. Right? That's Tadano Mac Japan's world, and I'm just a squirrel. So let's see here. I'm open for any questions or PvP challenges, either draft type. Otherwise, I guess I'm just on hold here waiting on some stuff, and I might just knock out some work on the stream, and for another video that I am planning that is not about X-Force. But I guess that's going to do it. It'll be a nice, we're just shy of an hour. I like to try to give you at least an hour generally, but part of the problem is that we had already ran through U7, and so that's really slowed us up today. I do have, I mean, you guys can get a look at my free-to-play account. Matter of fact, let's do that. I still have some stuff to do there. So swapping over to Baxos, who's sitting here peeping the war for me. This will give me an opportunity to jump in with Vac and have a look at our defense and lay in some boosts, because that's something I need to do. And while I really would like to, and I intend to, produce a video about, I have not yet, Phantom. I have not yet. I've been working on other projects, but it is high on my list. It is high on my list. I only have so much time. I'm trying to work a 40-hour job, do 2 streams a day. So please be patient with me. So we're not going to attack here with Baxos. We're going to go do some raids. Frank, my gamer ID is, oh, you mean in-game? I'm told it's not wise for me to share that, because people will submit fake tickets. But I'll be glad to give you my Discord number if you wanted to talk to me privately. So anyway, we're going to go and knock out what's left of Baxos' raids while we wait for some stuff to oh, never mind. I already did that. I'm an idiot. Okay. I'm an idiot. Which is a horrible way to finish off a stream, but here we are. Oh, we need to start a beta raid, don't we? We do. That's what's going on. All right. So we'll get into that with Vac later. Oh, okay, Frank. I got you, buddy. I got you, buddy. Well, then hang on, and I'll accommodate you. We'll do it in audio form. I won't actually put it on the screen. How about that? That makes me feel safe. All right, my ID is 962-4397. Come on in. And what do you mean future PvP? Hell, we can do it right now. Because I got about a half hour to kill on war attacks and stuff. You know, we might as well do it on stream. You know, it's not like I got. There are stream related things, including setting up a Discord that I need to be working on. I'm trying to delegate that, in fact, but I'm kicking around ideas with my officer corps on how we're going to do that exactly. And we'll get to it for sure. And I got distracted and I went in here with a team I should not have used. I didn't even select a team. I'm so used to just having the same teams, you know, auto generated out because it's what I used last time. I keep forgetting this is a new raid. And it always leads you into new teams by the end of it, so then nothing's set. U7 is just much cleaner. I can use one team through the whole thing. So we want to be using his shield team. Oh, Phantom, you can absolutely add me on Discord. Yes, sir. Let's see here. My Discord tag is going to be VAC number 6536. Shoot it on out there. Okay. Can you get these guys rolling? And I don't mind advertising that one. That's VAC number 6536. So anything you want to ask me, you want to get some advice, need a little help on your Marvel Strike Force journey, don't bother trying to recruit me. I'm not interested. If you're interested in joining Mortytown, then send your resume to that Discord. We are accepting good Mortys with daily playtime, 4 million plus total collection power. I'm always looking for extra people, and who knows, man? I mean, if we get enough interest, I'll grow this thing into a show, like a cluster, right? But I'm not in a rush to do that. But it's possible. Because we had a lot of really cool Rick and Morty names that got left on the cutting room floor when we were trying to figure out what to call this guild. Man, you would be shocked how many people try to recruit me. I mean, you probably wouldn't. But still. Does it get full, really? Maybe it is, Frank. I don't know. I really don't know. Again, that's 962-4397. I don't think it is. But you never know. Yeah, I've had people that just saw me in Arena and managed to just find me on Discord and just hit me out of nowhere on Discord. Like, hey, would you like to join our alliance? I get it all the time, once a week at least. Some weeks way more. And it's flattering. And a lot of these are really good guilds. I'm more than flattered that I'm on their radar. I just I can't leave my friends and family. I got guys in this guild that are like family to me. I got people in this guild that are literally family to me. And, I don't mind gating my progress a little bit to play with my friends. I'm here to have fun. No, it's just the beef, Frank. People see the beef and they want to put it on their roster. I get it. I'm not mad at nobody. All those guys are out there just trying to build the best alliance they can build. I'm cool with it. I'm flattered. Well, I started this alliance with my brother right out of our newbie guilds. I was still in my noob guild when I talked him into coming and playing, and then we had a friend come through from out of town, and he was looking at it and was like, "That's incredible! I want to play that too." He went home and recruited 5 or 6 of his people, his friends that we've all been online gaming together for a long time, and then Mortytown was born. And some of those people are still here. Some of those people have moved on. And then of course some people quit and come back, right? It's just like any other game. Okay, so now we're done with that. I don't think that killed all of our 30 minutes. We're not buying any Wakanda offers. So that gets us to a good place there. How long do we need to wait for energy? $18 minutes. Okay. Did somebody want a PvP? I'm gonna go pour a drink. If somebody wants to, throw me on the contacts. We'll be right back. All right. We don't do that here. Yeah, I probably wouldn't buy Wakanda under any circumstances, no. All right, so I guess that's going to do it. Frank, you can feel free to contact me at Discord, right, on the number I published earlier, and we can try to work out our contact list problem. Other than that, I guess that's going to conclude Mortytown TV for the morning. I want to thank everybody who's been here live tonight, and for everybody watching later on the YouTubes. Appreciate you watching all the way to the end of the video. We're so glad to have you here. So we'll be back tonight at the 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time hour for an evening stream. There'll be some more war, more raid, more X-Force, more everything. So thank you so much for coming. Till I see you again, be cool, keep gaming. I'm Vac, and I'm out of here.